Welcome to USL's coverage of everything going on in USL Championship. We'll take you through the week that was, get you through all the news and notes. We've got a new coach in a market, and we have some activity going on as well in the U.S. Open Cup. We'll take you through all of that. We've got all the highlights to get you through, and we'll get you ready for the weekend that will be in USL Championship. In the week that was, we are officially in a no dilly, no dally zone, so we'll go back over the last 7 days and get you ready for the next 7 days. And activity that happened in the midweek last week, and on the 17th, it was Colorado Springs beating Rhode Island by the final of 3-1 at Widener Field in beautiful downtown Colorado Springs. El Paso Locomotive loses to Memphis 9-1, and that was it for the current administration, or the administration at the time for Locomotive, as they would go looking for a new head coach and a new coaching staff after the disastrous start that they have had to this season. And the end result would be Wilmer Cabrera being named the new head coach for El Paso Locomotive. We'll talk about his first matchup coming up in just a little bit. But here are your highlights from that match. Memphis at El Paso Locomotive. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
Top of the list with 3 goals along with Bruno Lapa this season for Memphis 901. We are underway. The referee, Abdul Njaye, blows his whistle. Locomotive will deliver the kick. In swinging ball, dealt with and knotted just off of Waite, who gets a touch. That was an excellent header by Borjak. Zachary Duncan ready to make a run. Fernando Duncan, busy feet, runs into a triple team but delivers a ball. The shot parried away. Borjak over the bar. Jamali Waite on top of it once again. Locomotive with 4 in the USL Team of the Week, as we mentioned. Out in front it comes, turned away. Tyler Derrick, Locomotive with it. Will Shaban trying to make something happen. We'll pick it up again. Over the top. Well received. That's excellent pressure. Stoffer taking that off the foot of Fernando. Crossing over, and it's in from the far side. It's Miles Lyons. It looked for all the world like Justin Dillon was going to get there. But instead of the tallest man on the pitch, it's one of the shortest.
Yes, a good goal from Miles. I happy for him. Yeah. They are a little bit nervous on the game, so on the touch. But that's time.
Native of Mount Vernon, Washington. Swinging ball, headed and right into the back of the net. So Marlo was right there. Goodness gracious, his 4th of the season, and we are even. Left alone in the box. That's not the man you want to let loose.
Actually, it's that good cross. Good cross. Look.
Right under the crossbar. Marlo.
It's a danger ball because you come.
Lucas Stoffer offering us congratulations for Amado Moreno. Our field mics are better than yours. Craig. Lyons. Hopeful cross to Dillon, but it's straight at Tyler Derrick. Well done by Lyons. Moving it side to side. Stoffer gets a touch, but Memphis 901 FC with the control. Good bounce inside, and the shot is wide. It was right there for Lapa, but he couldn't put it on frame. In the next month or so, we really organized the Soccer Referees Association of El Paso and has this city punching way above its weight. Over the top. Well done. And here's Lyons, played back in, and it's a save by Derrick. Dillon, ball still live. Great play, getting it back to Moshaban. Akinyore. Flag stays down. Nick Hines. Rivas. Flag down again. Derek gets a touch. Who's last to touch it? Goal kick. Zafel Moshaban. A goal and an assist versus Loudoun FC. And it is Garayaga taking the place on Jimenez for restart duties. Garayaga into the middle, knocked around and out. Locomotive gets there, sent back, covered by Wade. Well, if anybody could, it would be Tim Howard. Former Everton great.
It's that good. Good goalkeeper.
Right. Good work. Moreno evades the pressure. Moreno trying to sneak one in near post. Paul. Into the middle. They tried to lay it back. For Garayaga, it didn't work. Well won, though. And the flag goes up. Rather no, play on. Apologies, thought I heard a whistle. Sent through, deflected, and Wade covers. We'll play that off of Ward. Rivas. It's a hopeful ball over the top. Marlo trying to get there, he will. To the byline, rolled in, and a goal! Right at the edge of the 6, it's Bruno Lapa. Unbelievable. In the final minute of stoppage time, Lapa gives Memphis 901 FC a 2-1 lead. Just a dreadful breakdown for Locomotive FC. And it was going to take something just out of the blue, I think, for either one of these teams to score. The nice dummy ball, well done by Knight Pickering to let that one roll to Lapa. And it's the edge of Ryan Clarehout. Certainly upset.
Yes, me too.
No one wants to make eye contact on the bench, and that is it. The 94th minute stoppage time winner by Bruno Lapa.
That gets us to Saturday. Indy 11 4-1 winners over Hartford Athletic at the Mike. Loudoun United shuts out Monterey Bay at Segra 3-0. Pittsburgh, North Carolina FC, nothing resolved at Highmark after 90 minutes. They tied at 1. 5-0 winners Tampa Bay over FC Tulsa at Al Lang. At Pioneer, Oakland Roots over Orange County by the final of 2-1. And that brings us to our other match of the week from Cashman. Vegas Lights in Lou City. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends once again at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
Back on track. We are ready to go. There's the whistle. It is Louisville City and Las Vegas Lights. Under a bit of pressure, and Las just has to get rid of it. Wilson Harris trying to get after it. He was one of the 3 goal scorers last week. A few games without a goal, but back amongst them last week. He's up to 8 goals in the USL Championship this year.
Yeah, second only to Nick Markanik in the Golden Boot, so having a fantastic season. Wilson Harris.
There's Davila coming right through the middle. Davila, a chance to shoot, and it's a great start for Louisville City. Taylor Davila opens the scoring just 7 minutes in.
That's a fantastic finish from Taylor Davila. He's hit it with power, he's hit it past the goalkeeper. Nothing that Nick Amateur can do. But they did back off him a little bit on the edge of the box. If you have a look at it, Las Vegas, they could have done more defensively. Jorge Gonzalez just getting this thing moving. But from this position here, Taylor Davila goes. He's not being closed down. No one goes to him. There's a little bit of a foot out there from Fabian Garcia. That wasn't much for defensively. Have a look at this. Just put a foot out. He goes past that. He finds himself 16 yards out and goes, I'll tell you what, from this distance, with my left foot, I'll have a whack. I just almost...
Trying to find some space. Perez. Now McFadden gets to the end line and puts the cross in. It's cleared away. Coming forward, Ordonez keeps possession alive, only momentarily. Now as Kona can carry it out for Las Vegas, if he can find a way out. Tosh with the header forward. Winder keeps it alive. Elijah Winder. This one will bounce wide. Pretty much nailed that. Yeah. Sante on the far side. this down the line. Donia's kept everybody on. Sante looking to cut this infield. Move it down the line. Smart, the service in. Samake's there, able to clean this up. And who else? It's Valentin Noel. And a quick response from the lights at home.
That all starts out wide with Solo Asante, bringing the ball in, drags defenders with him, turns, plays it out wide. That allows a lovely ball to be played into the box. And Galso Samake has a crack at it and misses. Have a look here. He comes inside, drags all the defenders with him, turns. Now there's space out wide for a lovely ball to be played in. There's a chance for Samake, which he totally whiffs on, but what it does, it drags all the defenders with him, and the ball falls for Valentin Noel, and he doesn't miss. What a good finish. And what a good response from this Las Vegas Lights team. Once again, the way they've played last couple of games, I think they might.
Adams delivers, he goes for goal, and it's in! A brilliant strike from Charlie Adams, and Las Vegas, they've taken the lead!
Fantastic strike. The way he hits it, the pace, question marks about Damian Lass getting beaten there. You know that's got to be your near post, has got to be the area that you look after as a goalkeeper. But the whip, the pace it comes in, the goalkeeper gets his hands to it.
As we are just about set for the second 45 minutes, there's the whistle, and away we go. Will we get a response from Lou City, or will Las Vegas find their first win in over a month? A lot to play for in this second half for both sides. Lou City trying to make those, well, this is on the turn, a chance, and it's Amateur. Here's Smart. And as Kona. Smart in through the middle. Trying to flick this ahead. It was a kind deflection, and Wilson Harris misses.
Might also need fresh legs on the pitch at some stage if you're Vegas, so we wait to see what Dennis Sanchez does.
It's Kona leading the break. Plenty of space. Edison Azcona. Deflected shot is scooped up by Damian Lass. 157 and the new Sirius XM app. Wilson trying to chase after this. He keeps it in play. Deflects it to the middle, and Ray Serrano scores. 2 games in a row with a goal for Serrano, and Lou City is level.
There's a long ball here. Adams knocks it wide, but look at this first touch. Down the line, absolutely brilliant from Jansen Wilson. He puts the ball across. Wilson Harris goes the near post and puts the keeper off. He started as a Norwegian youth international, but then changed to Dominican Republic.
Turned over, it's Dia. Head for Shawunmi, tried to bring it back for Harris. Play on as Kona. Trying to switch the point of attack, it's Valentin Noel. Here come the lights. Noel cuts it in. Finds Asante. Solomon Asante off the woodwork.
Wow, it's a great strike from Solo Asante. Thumps against that post. One touch and hits it. He's so quick to pull that trigger. Sets himself up with the first touch and then winds that. He's got to angle that towards goal.
Serrano to the near post. It's flicked into the middle and over the bar. For Azcona, the return for Howell. He tries to cut it back. The shot dribbling towards Lass, who makes the save. Not enough on it from Noel. It's a foul against Alba. And that is the full-time whistle. Well, a 2-2 draw might be pretty fair here tonight.
Last match on the weekend, Phoenix Rising at the corner of 38th and Washington. 2-0 winners over the Miami FC. And so that sets us up for the standings. And then the activity that happened in the midweek for a couple of different sides as they were active in US Open Cup. Eastern Conference, once again, Charleston now 11 to the good, 8-0-3 to start their season, 27 points. Lou City 5 points back, 2 matches in hand at 7-1-1. Detroit City 3 matches in hand and 17 points at 5-1-2. Indy 11 also at 17 points. They've won 4 on the spin. Tampa Bay 16 points. They snapped a 2-game losing streak. They're in 5th. Birmingham Legion is in 14 points after 10 matches. They're in 6th. They've hit 1 in each column in their last 3. Pittsburgh 3-3-4. They've drawn their last 2. They're unbeaten in their last 5, but they only have 2 points in their last 2 matches. Loud United's at 11 points. They have 1 more win than North Carolina FC, and that's why they are north of the playoff bar at present. North Carolina FC, 2 wins on the year and 11 points. Hartford Athletic, 2 matches in hand and 9 points. They've lost 5 in a row after starting out 3-1. Rhode Island FC is 2 points in their last 4 matches, 1-3-6. They're at 9 points. And the Miami FC, last in the East, 2-8-1. They've lost 4 of 5 and 3 in a row. They are 12th in the East. Western Conference, Sacramento Republic at 5-0-5. They're at 20 points. New Mexico United match in hand at 19. Orange County is at 15, and they are better on goal difference, which is the second tiebreaker over Monterey Bay. Phoenix Rising has 1 more loss in 11 matches, so they are in 5th. San Antonio, 14 points. Memphis 901 at 13 points. They've won 3 of 4. Switchbacks at 13 points, unbeaten in their last 5. They have won 4 in a row. That's your playoff bar. Vegas Lights 3-6-2, and they are at 11 points below the playoff bar, same as Oakland Roots. And FC Tulsa's at 10 points. El Paso Locomotive at 1-8-2. Once again, they had the coaching change, and Wilmer Cabrera will be the man in charge now at El Paso. Reminder of what was going on in all of the news and notes in USL Championship. You've got some teams that have made it to the round of 8 in the U.S. Open Cup, and it will be very, very interesting to see these teams in about 6 weeks' time continue to carry their way through in the quarters and the semis. And everything in the West goes through Sacramento. Sacramento got the number 1 home slot. They got H1 in the West. And so they're going to have everything roll through them starting July 9 and 10. USL Championship clubs, 3 of them advanced to the quarters for the first time in the tournament since 2012. Indy 11 will travel to Atlanta United, take them on July 9th in Kennesaw. New Mexico United travels to LAFC, because New Mexico United could not host both rounds. They end up being an away side for both. Sacramento Republic, once again, is the number 1 host team in the Western Conference. Everything runs through that. And remember, Sacramento was a finalist back in 2022. They get to host Seattle at Hard Health Park. Indy visits Atlanta United, New Mexico visiting LAFC. And so that is your activity in the Open Cup, as things will continue to roll through there. And very, very intriguing to see what's going on as things will be hitting fast and furious in about 6 weeks' time. News and notes for the week. Memphis's Marlon, he is on a roll right now. Most consecutive USL Championship regular season games with an assist. Marlon is tied for 4th. He's 4 in a row. The record is Raul Mendiola for Los Dos, 7 matches back in 2015, but once again, 1 match away from being tied for 2nd all-time with Danny Barrera and Aiden Quinn. Forrest Lasso last week got a brace. He hit a milestone for him. The first brace in the USL Championship this season, most goals by a defender in the regular season. It is Forrest Lasso is second with the 18 behind Sean Tosh, who has 21. Charleston's unbeaten streak, once again, we mentioned that got to 11. Obviously, they've got a way to go to get to Richmond's record of 22 that was set back in 2013. Colorado Springs ends up with 4 straight wins in USL Championship for the first time since a 5-game winning streak to start the 22 season. Indy 11 had 13 shots on target against Hartford, most in a single game by a club in the championship this year. Most the side has recorded in a contest since joining USL Championship. During Brian Clarhaut's tenure at El Paso, they dropped 29 points from winning positions. 13 this year alone. The most dropped by any club in the USL Championship since the start of the 23 season. Lou City's got a plus 19 goal differential, the best through 9 games in the regular season, surpassing plus 18 that Phoenix Rising had in 2020. Frank Nodarce for Rhode Island scored his first goal in almost 2 years. 2 years and 13 days in the matchup against Colorado Springs. So those are some of the milestones that happen and some of the things to keep an eye on as we roll through this week. The matchups that are on the board starting on your Friday, and we will pursue quickly the juice boxes that are attached to them. And once again, this is for information purposes only, just so folks can sit there and see what their favorite team may be facing or the uphill climb, either way. Sunday, Charleston, big favorite, hosting El Paso. El Paso's basically a plus 700 on the board. Charleston is a minus 303 in the composite, courtesy of our friends at Odds Portal. Hartford Athletic, a plus 121 as Monterey Bay visits at a plus 193. 8:30 Eastern FC Tulsa, plus 122 as Oakland Roots visit at a plus 179. On Saturday, Rhode Island, underdog at home at a plus 213. At Bryant University at Burns Stadium. Lou City's a plus 102 on the road. 7 o'clock, Indy 11 a plus 136, hosting Phoenix at a plus 173. North Carolina FC on the minus side on the road at a minus 103 at the Miami FC at Florida International University Soccer Stadium at a plus 217. Tampa Bay Rowdies a minus 233 coming off the craziness of the matchup that they had against FC Dallas. Vegas Lights almost a plus 500. Memphis 901 a plus 138 hosting Pittsburgh, who's a plus 179. And New Mexico at 9 o'clock Eastern a plus 143 hosting San Antonio, who's a plus 162. 10 o'clock Eastern, Orange County minus 115 hosting Loudoun United at a plus 259. Sacramento Republic at Heart Health a minus 152 as Birmingham comes to town at a plus 369. That's the information and the news and notes that you have for the week that was and laying you into the weekend that will be. Very, very busy time in USL Championship. So the other matchups that would be covering any activity on Wednesday, it is Lou City hosting Detroit City at Lynn Family, 7:30 Wednesday night, 10 o'clock Monterey Bay hosting Charleston Battery. If you are in market and can catch some of the action in USL Championship, please do. Some of the best that you'll see in the second division here in the United States. If you're in market and can't, follow along on your local providers. And if you are out of market and can't be there in person, follow along on local providers attached to your favorite teams, as well as ESPN Plus, YouTube, and the other networks that are attached to the broadcast on a weekly basis, CBS Sports Network, as a part of all of that. So on the video side and on the audio side, follow along on local providers. So for everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Thanks for hanging out with us here. That's the week that is and the week that was in USL Championship. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy your games.